Welcome back to my next Lucifer Season 6 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important if you aren't caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you found if you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for all of you out there that are wondering, this is indeed my first time watching this show, Lucifer. So join me on the journey and let's discuss the show in the comment section along with the legendary Crazy Coffee Man, who is the foremost Lucifer expert that I know. And let's talk about this show. With all that said, this will be Lucifer Season 6, Episode 7. The title of this episode is called My Best Fiend's Wedding. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Lucifer shows Rory the most beautiful view in Los Angeles. Lucifer tells Rory a story about Maze when he upset her and the lengths that Maze will go. Lucifer mentions to Rory that she RSVP'd no to Eve and Maze's wedding. Rory says she has nothing to wear to the wedding, and Rory says no. Just no after Lucifer mentions a tailor. And Lucifer will be there if she changes her mind. A father can dream. Rory goes flying off. Chloe tells Amenadiel she's going back to the LAPD. Lucifer doesn't want to go to heaven until he's patched things up with Rory. Eve and Maze are going over wedding stuff. Eve mentions that Maze's family, mentions having Maze's family coming, and Maze says, "You're my family. You're the only family that I need." Adam shows up and tells Eve it's time to come home, babe. Maze says, "So this is the first man. Guess God had to start somewhere." Adam tells Eve he's sorry, and he says he was giving her some space. Adam thinks this wedding is a cry for help. "This is not about you, Adam. This is about me." Maze calls Adam the first pancake of a human. He says Lilith was better. Eve says she's going to choose Maze as Eve kisses Maze while Maze flips off Adam. Rory tells Chloe that guilt trip that she's given her right now never works on her now or in the future. And then Rory actually kills a fly that was driving her nuts with her wings. So her wings pop out just to kill a fly. Hey, it's Carol! Been a while since we've seen him. Dan's happy that Carol ended up taking his desk. Carol's also drinking out of Dan's mug. Carol tells Ella he's ready to be her date for the wedding. And there's some hesitation with Ella here. And Carol's worried, and that Ella says she's 100% wants to go to the wedding with Carol, but there's other things that are going on. Ella talks to Frog Dan. She says she feels useless. And then Ella takes a look at her board. She basically knows everything, or she assumes some stuff. And then we have Adam having a session with Dr. Linda Martin. And Linda suggests that Adam move on from Eve. Linda finds out that Adam is talking about Eve, and he's the Adam of Eve's Adam. Adam stands up and Linda says she's in trouble. Eve and Maze go to Linda's office. She's now missing and not responding to text messages from Eve. Maze is worried about becoming her mother, Lilith. Chloe wants to ask Amenadiel about angel wings. Chloe says that Rory's wings are weapons. And Chloe says if the place she worked at was part of the problem, she could at least be part of the solution. And then Eve is going to take Adam down and her rainbow-colored belts. With her wing. I think she said with her rainbow-colored belts, but for some reason I put and. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing when I'm watching these episodes, what I type. Maze talks with Adam. Maze says that God sent Adam Eve as a consolation prize. Eve says, "Stop it." She doesn't want Maze torturing Adam. And it turns out that Maze is the one that gave the information to Adam. And Maze can't be a good mother. And then Maze tells Eve she has no idea who she's marrying. Like me, you have no idea what I'm all about. And she tells Eve she's not normal. I don't do talking. I need you to see the real me. And then Eve says she can't be the only one that believes in Maze. And then Maze goes to leave, or Eve goes to leave, and Maze says we still have to find Linda. And Eve says, "I'm sure you'll manage." And then Maze tells Lucifer Adam has Linda, and Adam tells Lucifer that he wants to be a better man. And then Adam swears he didn't hurt the doctor. He can take them to her. And then Lucifer says the Mazikeen he used to know wouldn't hesitate to kill someone. And then Lucifer goes to see Eve. She's eating and drinking a lot. And Lucifer says he's there to give her her wedding present. Demons from hell. "Wow, thank you. You're very thoughtful," Eve says. And Maze is out there too. Maze still wants to get married. And Maze says she was holding on to this idea to what demons are supposed to be. And Maze says she's so sorry. She's worried about becoming her mother. She can be better if she gives her another shot. And then, Eve says, "I never wanted you to be normal. I just want you to be you. And I just wanted you, and she says she'll call the caterer. And my best fiend's wedding is still on. Ella and Carol are arriving to the wedding. Amenadiel saves a seat for Ghost Dan. Ella notices Dan talking to himself. No, that was not. See, what do I do in these? It was Amenadiel talking to himself, talking to Dan, but I put Dan. I don't know. And then I'm going to start doing like voice recordings on like a little recorder device, but I'll still mess up typing those notes. I don't know. Carol and Ella notice that it smells really bad. Amenadiel says they just fertilized the plants last night. Trixie is there, and she asks Chloe when are her and Lucifer going to get married. And they kind of freak out a little bit. And then she's like, "I'm just kidding, guys. I just wanted to see your reaction." Rory's mad, and she's sitting back instead of next to Lucifer because she went to actually get fitted for some wedding clothes. And, of course, Lucifer was attending to the Eve stuff or May stuff, and he couldn't make it. But he thought she wasn't going to be there. So, but we have Maze walking down the aisle with Linda Martin. And then we see that Adam says he wants the best for Eve. She deserves to be happy. And he says it would be his honor to walk her down the aisle. And Eve says she's going to do this one on her own. And Eve promises to never give up on us again. That was the wedding vows. And then Maze says, "Eve, I just fucking love you so much." Or "I just love you so fucking much" is what he says. Or she says, I'm sorry. And then it's official. I now pronounce you wife and wife. Reception time. Amenadiel tells Ghost Dan to look at the silver lining because he's kind of upset with everything that's going on. Like, it's all depressing. And then Amenadiel says, face it head on to whatever he's still feeling guilty about because Dan's wondering why he's in hell. My eye is closing on me right now. I've had eye issues with my left eye today, so don't mind the eye. It's there. I should just put a patch on it so it doesn't bother me. Or close it directly. Now it's really bothering me. So I got this gooey, something to do with, I don't know. Anyway, that's another story for a different time. My left eye issues. And then we have Rory. She goes to speak to Trixie. And she tells Rory she loves Lucifer because Lucifer plays board games and stuff. And, Rory's kind of confused. Like, you love Lucifer? Like, really? I don't. I can't stand him. Rory lets Lucifer know she's upset that Lucifer didn't show up at the Taylor. She's also jealous of the game night with Trixie. Ella's freaking out. Rory tells Chloe in the future she comes from... Chloe is dying on her deathbed, and Lucifer is not there, even for something as important as that. He's not there. He's never there. And then we have drunk Ella Lopez grabs the mic, and she's like, I know the truth. And she knows that Lucifer is actually the devil. Maze is a demon. Amenadiel's, an angel. Eve is Eve. And she can't believe that everyone kept it from her. It breaks her heart. Ella says the world is ending and no one else knows. Really? How does she get the world is ending from this? Because of her missing socks? And that can't be good, Ella says. Carol comes back as she had spilled, champagne or wine on him, and he left to clean it up. And he says, what did I miss? Or what did I... And she, and that's the end of the episode. So, pretty good episode of Lucifer. I can't believe I'm almost done with this show. It seemed like just yesterday that I started watching it for the first time. But for this one, I'm going to give it a 9.0 out of 10. And then as far as my characters of the episode, I feel like the ladies were the strong point of this episode. I mean, Lucifer could be the male character of every episode. But I want to focus on Eve, Maze, and Ella Lopez for this particular episode. They all did really good, and they're all deserving of a three-way tie for the female and the character of the episode. And we finally got Carol back. It seemed like, I don't remember the last time he was on in the season, but it was like episode 2 or 3 maybe. I mean, how can they... these are filmed during the pandemic, so I understand that there was filming restrictions, but it's just ridiculous. He's supposed to be this important character that essentially replaces Ghost Dan, Dan, and then we get Dan back. So, those are my thoughts. You've heard everything that I have to say now. Of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please Hulk smash the like button. And remember, I cover a lot of stuff on this channel. You're not just going to see Lucifer content. So, if you want to check out what I'm, playing on the channel, go to my playlist. You got my Dexter stuff, my Walking Dead stuff, my UFC live fight reactions, my movie franchise ranking videos, my end of the year movie ranking videos, my Breaking Bad stuff, my Shameless stuff, my Big Bang Theory stuff, Game of Thrones stuff, Cobra Kai stuff. I cover a lot of stuff, so I'm sure there's something else that you like. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Lucifer. Who would be your character of the episode, or characters? You can do a male, which is going to be Lucifer. You can do a female. Whatever you want to do it. Let me know what your score of the episode is. And then last but certainly not least, let me back up a second. Crazy Coffee Man also wants to know what your score is. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.